welcome everyone to session number 10 of the Pokemon Black Nuzlocke. Yeah, I'm still kind of recovering from yesterday. I'm a little tired, but we're mostly okay. How you hanging in there, Amy? Yeah. Amy's tired too. We have to take care of Kai all day. But we're here. We're here for some fun. This is some light activity after, dealing with dread mode. Now we only have the dread of losing more Pokemon. But last time we did prepare and got everything set for our fight against the 7th gym, our Ice Gym. And our max level we can be is 39, so we still have some time to go. We still have some room to grow. Got all of that. But yeah, there's all of that looking. I haven't really done much since the last time. And yeah, I just want to say thank you once again to everybody who joined me for the Dread Subathon yesterday. I'm still in shock about how well that did. The game audio is a bit louder. How is that in GCM of Chaos? Hopefully that's a little better. Also, my audio is a bit low. I didn't change my audio at all as far as I know. Yeah, my audio is still the same. Actually, you know what? Let me double check something. Let me double check. Aha, there it is. Okay, mine should be better now. Okay, how's my audio compared to the game audio now? Okay, yeah, okay. My computer did that thing where it automatically changed my volume. Yeah. So, you want to know something crazy? We got all those subs and whatnot yesterday. Blew past our sub goals and everything else. And I was like wondering, it's like, oh wow, we probably maybe unlocked another spot for a sub emote, a subscriber emote. And I looked, and we're not. We need 300 subscriber points, and we're at 264, which is insane to me. Like, that's how well we did last time, that we unlocked all those sub emotes, and they're still asking for more. They get really demanding as you get higher up there. Who would have guessed? But yeah. Okay, so we know where the gym is. I think. Yeah, there's the gym. And did we catch a Pokemon in this area? Dragon Spire. I can't. No, we have not caught a. Okay. What do you think? Should we get one in this grass out here, or? Oh, that building serenely towering over everything is Dragon Spiral Tower. From far in the past, before you know it was founded, it still stands tall today. On the top floor, it's been told the legendary Pokemon is waiting for a person pursuing ideals to appear. Fire Lord Zuko is advising to go into the tower. Let's go take a look. Thank you, Mr. Pringle, for the ride. Don't think we can go in the tower. Whoop! Oh boy, we might... Well, guess we're catching a Basculin. That was by accident. That's our Pokemon. I wondered if we should have put on a repel for that. Honestly, Shinji might be our best bet. Especially because of the crunch. let's do a low sweep. Perfect. Luma, I can't stay tonight, but good luck with the Nuzlocke. Thank you so much, Luma. Really do appreciate it. I didn't realize the Dragon Spiral Tower was not open yet. Whoops. Oh, Jai828, thank you so much for the follow. Dang thing didn't get caught. What the heck? Can stick around for an hour at most. No worries. Let's toss this thing. Hopefully we catch it. If it uses takedown again, it's probably going to die. Alright. We need names for a male Basculin. Red and blue Basculin get along so poorly they'll start fighting instantly. These Pokemon are very hostile. Let's see. Malls. Ah, nice Splatoon reference. That kind of works. Honestly, Malls is standing out the most for me. Well, Malls is one of the enemy types in Salmon Run in Splatoon. Yeah, it is. Alright, we're going with Malls. We almost got out of the water, too. Oh well. Let's heal up and... What do you think? Should we go to the next, like... Would it be better to move ahead a little bit to get some more trainers, or better to just go into the gym? Because we do have some room to grow. Am I ready for the gym? I mean, everybody's around 36, 37, so it's close. Just as a little look. Ma's here. As a rash nature. So special attack up and special defense down. So kind of even special attack and normal attack, interesting. Powers up moves of the same type. Okay. Well, there you go. That's pretty decent. So, should anything happen to our water types, we have options. We are healed up, right? Okay. Cool. Yeah. Let's just head into the gym. We have our evolutions. I think every one of our Pokemon has evolved at this point. Except for Mr. Pringle. Mr. Pringle is the one that doesn't evolve until 39. But I don't think we'll be using Mr. Pringle too much during this. Or no, it levels up at 40. Either way, Chunky here is not really pretty good. Alright. Please take this fresh water. Oh, thank you. Ice can be melted with fire or shattered with fighting, or you might want to smash it into dust with rock or steel. Thanks. Whee! Little spin. What you got? Well, well, if you're feeling dizzy because of the gym machines, I will stand in your path. Alright, Grant, what you got? Cubchoo. I think this might be our first time using Chunky since he evolved. Oh boy, that was even a crit. these poor bears. They're in a bit of trouble. Oh, is it... Wait. Grant? I'm seeing Happy Birthday Grant. Where's... Is it Grantos? I'm looking for that. I'm scanning as much as I can. Whose birthday might be. Oh, it's just a reference. Oh, okay. I thought it was actually somebody's birthday. Oh, it's Cryogonal. I didn't even notice. I was just too much looking at the chat. Alright, that's it for that. Ooh, Cat Evie, your mom's birthday is tomorrow and you're going to Red Lobster to celebrate. That should be fun. Get that cheesy bread. I screwed up. I should have just walked forward. I haven't been to Red Lobster in a while. I'm not much of a seafood guy, though. That's the thing. Oh, yeah, with me and my dad, right? Yeah. Amy's only gone one time and is actually with me and my dad. That's the last time I went. Blade Blur, thank you so much for the Prime sub. So 3 months now, says, I know the sub special is over, but I just got my Prime, so might as well give you a belated birthday present. Well, thank you so much. Really do appreciate that. I honestly did not expect to, you know, get anything today because everybody was so generous yesterday, which, you know, I get. So thank you. Cheddar biscuits are the real reason to keep going back. I don't they sell those in stores now? Like, I think I saw like frozen ones you can make. Like, I don't know if that's a thing. Like, they're any good or not. You don't need to leave, Blade. Well, I hope I made, when it comes to being generous, I hope I made the cut. Oh my gosh. That's why you want to leave. Ah, you can stay. Alright. Oh, I think we're going on a ramp. This is kind of a dangerous gym when you think about it. I always calm myself and choose the critical moment in a battle. Store-bought Cheddar Bay biscuits are not the same, don't be fooled. Yeah. I think my dad tried to recreate them with the, like, found the recipe online and got pretty close. Or at least pretty good. When I was in my bigger days, larger, my family would go to Olive Garden for, you know, my mom liked going there for a birthday and whatnot, or we'd go there sometimes for like special occasions. I would typically get the tour of Italy, which I believe was the chicken fettuccine Alfredo, the chicken parmesan, and like one other thing. Maybe I think lasagna. And yeah, that was a. I think it's like a small, like still a smaller portion, but you get a little of each one, and it was. Thinking back to it, that's a huge meal. I mean, yeah, it was good. I enjoyed it, but it was just like, wow, I was filling. Egg Roll, thank you very much for the 100 bits after you being so generous yesterday. Have to shout out Amy for keeping it together while you streamed for so long yesterday. She truly is a super partner.
Thank you, Egg Roll.
That is super kind. Thank you, Egg Roll. Yeah, I mean, she's definitely tired. Yeah, she's chilling, enjoying her favorite potato chips. Not even potato chips, just favorite chips. Just some favorite chips, and she's veggie chips. And she's been just addicted to Disney Dreamlight Valley. Amy used support, it was super effective. How long did it take to air out the place from the stinky beans? Amy? How long did it take? Three hours in. The funny thing, they're coming back out for Wednesday because technically, well, yeah, the rules still apply from because it's technically a continuation from from yesterday's stream. So, yeah, when I stream Pac-Man World Repack on Wednesday night, I'm going to be wearing the Zero suit again, wearing the beanie, and we're going to have beans available if people donate that much. And, you know, we can still try to go for that extra sub goal of me continuing to wear this suit if we get to 250 subs. So everything's still there. What emote at 300? Oh yeah, if we get enough sub points, another 50 subscribers would get us to the 300 to get a sub emote. So yeah, if we get to that, we can look into that. Poor Kai. Make the next emote go. Yeah, we can get a new emote, a new sub emote. If we hit, looks like it'd be if we get another 50 subscribers by the time we get that. I think somewhere around there. Like we're really close. We need 35. That didn't work. Nope. A Pack is back emote. Yeah, we might be able to do something Pac-Man related. I don't know. Aha. Oh, it's not what I meant. Oh, jeez. I'm usually pretty good at these puzzles. There we go. Now we're good. And ramp it. The slide puzzles don't bother me at all in these games. They're pretty fun. The slippery frozen floor is perfect for improving your sense of balance. But yeah, for right now, we're technically finishing off the subathon on Wednesday night with at least 2 hours of Pac-Man World Repack, thanks to that massive donation by Loyal Dingo. And no, I have not played Pac-Man World before, Loyal Dingo, and just something fun to unwind with, sort of thing. And any bits, obviously, will extend the time still, so all those rules still apply. Barring unforeseen circumstances, I don't think we'll have too many issues. How was the chocolate chip pizza? Honestly, it really just tasted like chocolate and dough. I think Amy put a lot of chips in there. So it covered up most of the cheese flavor. What's that? The cake was very good. Fancy. Is this the way? Yeah, it's the way out. We won't use that quite yet. Is this it? Aha! Let's see. I am the king of karate. I've taught my Pokemon moves that they'll use to battle with you. Well, good thing I have a karate Pokemon out front. Sorry, I was just reading chat. We could have had a Vanillish. I miss him. A cookie dough. Aw, 556, thank you for the 100 bits, saying just started playing SMT4 for your next Sunday stream, and just in case you get a party wipe, it definitely takes some time to adjust the difficulty because, oh boy, I distinctly remember. Like, I was shocked that I died in the freaking tutorial when I first tried to play SMT4. So, those opening streams should be very interesting, to say the least. Lots of saving. I about laughed my butt off when I was doing research for the SMT and retrospective and discovered that they were like, their whole thing was to try to make SMT4 more accessible. What? That was with that difficulty? Are you crazy? The PS1 version of SMT4? PST? What game are you talking about, Boo Scary? Also, a new challenger, Twitch. Oh, that's a good name. I wish we got a bug type pseudo legendary. That'd be cool. Wait, didn't we get that? Well, no, it was a mythical with Genesect. Ricky Wash thought we'd stop by for a few minutes. Well, welcome. We are just working our way towards the Ice Gym leader, which I believe we have just made it. So I'm going to go heal up my Pokemon, and we'll take that on. We take this fun slide. Whee! Oh, the PS1 version of Pac-Man World. Yeah, I've heard that there's some aspects that are kind of tough in that, but I only watched I did watch Clement's playthrough of the original Pac-Man World on PS1 years ago, but I remember very little from it. And he practices those games so much that he makes it look like a cinch. So I wouldn't be able to tell you any like difficult spots if I wanted to. DGC, who is the top cheerer? That would be Loyal Dingo with a massive like come from behind, like out of nowhere cheer, and they chose Kingdom Hearts 1 Final Mix on Proud Mode. So that'll be our Wednesday night streams starting in November, or if we finish, Parasite Eve early. Thank you, Amy. I'm still tired, still like waking up. And also, Novoxis, thank you very much for the 500 bits. My gosh. Everyone was amazingly generous during the Dread stream. Here's a small something for myself for the coffers. Thank you so much. I'm honest, I didn't expect you guys to donate or anything like that. We got so much yesterday that it was like, I get it. Like, you're probably broke. Or worn out, or yeah, exactly, just something. But thank you so much. Oh, you get to go home for a few days, about 2 weeks. That's awesome. Lass. Your bangs reach the tip of your nose now? No, there's no place to get a haircut in college? Actually, that wouldn't surprise me, because I don't think my college town must have, but I definitely not were anywhere close by. Alright, Bryson. We'll save just in case we have any kind of, like, thing breaking or anything like that. Just so we don't have to redo that. Oh, it's Kingdom Hearts... Wait, Kingdom Hearts 2 Proud Mode or Kingdom Hearts 1 Proud Mode? I saw it was, I thought it was Kingdom Hearts 1 Proud Mode. Okay, yeah, I thought it was Kingdom Hearts 1 crowd mode. Alright. Let's take him out. You appear ready to face a gym leader. Then, bring it. Not much personality for Bryson. Just a mysterious man in the mask. Alright. 3 Pokemon. Yeah, we're a little better set up for Bryson though last, so we should do alright. We got Hammer on where things get not too great. Level 38 for Chunky. There's Beartic. Bringing out the big one. We're still faster. Yeah, we got this. And Cryogonal. Extreme conditions really test you and train you. Yep. Here's a Firestorm for you. Ooh, Reflect. Nice. Too bad we don't have Brick Break with us. Didn't even matter. Are we worried about it again? Honestly, not much, but, you know, previous times have kind of spooked us. Yeah, they didn't even get a chance to attack. One-shotted all of them with my Chunky Kong. I don't think we need Taunt. Actually, still have Flare Blitz, which is a little scary, but no, I still don't like Taunt. Alright, that's it for Bryson. The wonderful combination of you and your Pokemon. What a beautiful friendship. A new challenger. I see. You know what would be really cool, I think, is if for instead of a Gen 3 remake, or Gen 5 remake, do something more along the lines of Pokemon Legends, but make it Black and White 3. Yes, Meteor Green, Black and White 3. That'd be amazing. In honor of your stout heart, I will give you this. Alright, 7 badges down. No, loyalty. Not really, Loyal Dingo. I like being able to feel things. Loyal Dingo asked if I missed wearing the Zero suit. Yeah, I don't mind it, but I also don't miss it. Alex, thank you very much for the 100 bits, saying it's nice to see a gym leader have mincemeat made out of them for once, though in my opinion, Bryce is the easiest gym leader in this game, especially with a good fighting type that Bryson has no coverage for. Alright. Ooh, Frost Breath. Don't think we need that on anybody. Always results in a critical. Now you have my interest. Let's take a look at that. Where is Frost Breath? Accuracy of 90, power of 40, and it's special. Nope. Nope. Dang it. It'd be good if a Pokemon had actually, let me see if that good work goes on Minccino, because with Technical, or Technician, I should say. Dang it, Elflin can't learn it. That'd be amazing if it could with, you know, Technician going on. Kai, I've been talking with Bianca, and I'm wondering, since we left New Town, has something about me changed? Thinking about what I want to do, thinking about what I should do, it felt like there was nothing. Have I really become stronger, or is it just my Pokemon that have? I don't know anymore. Hey, cheer up, Charon. Isn't it nice to see everyone? Kai, you know what? This time I'll go to the Pokemon fan club. I'm really searching for what I want to do and what I can do. Who are you? Who? Us? I'm Bianca, and this is Charon. I know who you are. Why don't you show yourselves? Oh. Hello, Triad. Impressive gym leader of Icarus City. We, the Shadow Triad, are beings of the shadows and not easily noticed. Our mission is to speak only with Kai, but so be it. Getsis has a message for you. Come to Dragon Spiral Tower. It is there that our Lord N waits for you. Now our mission is complete. Dragon Spiral Tower? What's going on? Hey, tell me! Now hang on. Young man, if you're here for a gym challenge, hang on for a bit. I've got to head to Dragon Spiral Tower. I'm going too. Dragon Spiral Tower is to the north of here, right? And there they go. Whoa! Well, what should I do? Well, for now, I have to go to Dragon Spiral Tower. Okay, I'm heading north. You do that, Bianca. I'm gonna go heal up. Automata says cross fingers for Golett. I believe we've already caught our Pokemon for Dragon Spiral Tower. That was Basculin because we went to take a look and it wasn't open yet, but we also got into a water battle which counted as our catch, so we can't actually catch anything in this tower. We got Basculin instead. This is the first session in a while where we didn't lose a bunch of Pokemon in the very beginning. Progress! Yeah. That's... Whew. Thank God. Alright, Chunky is going to be on the bench for a little bit, just because I have all that. We could try to get Axew on the team, but, honestly, we'll see how Crush does in the tower. This will determine it. Right, Crush hasn't evolved yet either. He's supposed to get to 39. Whoops. Hey, Kai! Mito says... Pinwheel Forest Claws? There is a fan rule in Black and White that lets you catch a Pokemon from outside and inside the tower since they count for different areas. I guess it's up to you if you want to use that clause or not. Oh, Kai! And you must be Bianca. I'm the other Professor Juniper. The Professor Juniper who gave you the Pokedex is my daughter. Nice to meet you, Professor. Thanks to Professor Juniper, I got to go on a journey and start figuring out possibilities for my life. I'm very, very grateful to her. Is that right? Grand. Actually, we should chat later. Kai, Bianca, here's the situation. Some members of Team Plasma, quite a large group, broke through the tower wall and went inside. Bryson and that young man, I believe his name is Charon, the two of them went after Team Plasma, but... Professor, what's the Dragon Spiral Tower? Ha, I guess you would be curious. Well, I'll explain briefly. The Dragon Spiral Tower has stood tall since long before Unovan was founded. On the top floor, the legendary Dragon-type Pokemon waits for a person pursuing ideals to appear. That's what is said. Are you going to go after Team Plasma like your friend did? It's admirable of you to join the fight against Team Plasma, but it's risky too. Don't worry, Kai and Charon are both really strong, and they've beaten Team Plasma before. But I'm not all that strong actually, I admit it. I'm not very strong, so I was thinking it would be nice if maybe I could stay here and be your bodyguard? Why, thank you. That makes me feel much safer. I'm not strong, but I'll be your bodyguard. Whoa, Kai, it's up to you. Climb the tower. That's all I can give you, but this is all I can give you, but it might help you rest. Old Gateau. Still, what could Team Plasma be after? You know what, I'm gonna go load up on some Pokeballs. Or Ultra Balls, honestly. Let's see here. And see what everybody's saying for this. So... different encounter tables, like, consider different. Oh, excuse me. There we go. Alright, well, I guess we should decide now before we get in there whether the clause is in effect or not. Most people seem to be okay about it, but we are in. Oh. Earlier, the gym leader went up the tower. If you're lucky, you might witness a legend. Alright. Amy, I'll leave it up to you. So I caught Basculin outside the tower when I tried to go to it initially, but it was closed off at the time. And I got into, by looking at that, I got a Basculin from the water outside the tower. But people are saying since the catch table was different in the tower, even though it's considered the same area, it might be considered a different area. So is it a different area or not?
I say yes.
I had a feeling you would say that. I think I've used that clause in other Nuzlockes. I mean, I don't know if we actually even use this. I did do Pinwheel and Mount Pyre in Gen 3, that's true. Alright. Oh, wait. How many max repels do I have? Let's check on that, because once we get a Pokemon, we are max repel in this. Okay, yeah, we're good. Well, that didn't take long. The Council of Amy has decided your fate. Golett! I think that's what people were hoping for. I believe this is a rock ghost type. Let's try ground ghost. That's bad. I think actually it still should be neutral damage. But I still don't have anything too great. No, Ghost Ground is not bad. I mean, bad for Crush. Or try Smackdown. Yeah, I thought that was a normal move. Alright, the Rocky Helmet, I forgot about that. Cool. And that was a crit? Cool, you keep punching me, I will keep using Pokeballs. There we go, we got Golett. And I've already seen Cat Evie mention Alphonse as a name. The Automaton Pokemon. The energy that burns inside it enables it to move, but no one has yet been able to identify this energy. Ooh, Big O, Iron Giant, Alphonse. There's some good ones in here. So far I'm seeing 3 for Alphonse, 2 for Big O, and 3 for Iron Giant. Yeah, it's the name of one of the characters from Full Metal Alchemist. No, Alphonse. No, but that would be an amazing name. Gozer. Oh, that's pretty good, Novoxis. Well, not evil. It's not evil though. Big guy. Gozer is from Ghostbusters. Oh, a Golett. I'll show you. I'm split between Gozer and Alphonse. Let's go with... I'm gonna go with Alphonse, I think. If we ever get a, was it Miss Magius? That'd be a good one for Gozer since it's kind of feminine. Well, we gotta go check and see how it, what its stats are. I don't think we're gonna put it on the team right away, but it's, you know, backup. And backup is always good. All right, we have some decent Pokemon in the back burner. That's we'll take it. And let's see its stats real quick. It is a docile nature and has Iron Fists, boost the power of punching moves. So neutral, yeah, neutral and has Iron Fist. Not bad. Mega Punch, Magnitude, Dynamic Punch, dang. That's actually a pretty good lineup. See if you can slap this dude in the squad. Well, the one that would be in this, like, he would replace is, I guess, is it better to have a rock type or a ground type? Because, well, I guess with, we're either doubling up on ghost or doubling up on water. Actually, no, we're not doubling. No, we lose water type. Oh, no, we know. Yeah, doubling up on ghost or doubling up on water. Get rid of, replace Crush for now? Yeah, we'll take a look. I don't know. Crush impressed me more than I thought he would. But we'll give Alphonse here a chance. Oh, I should have taken the item off of Crush. Get that Rocky Helmet. Should see how Crush does after it evolves. I mean, it evolves at what, 39? And when's Golett evolve? Yeah. Oh, 43. Okay, that's not too bad. Yeah, we'll give it a shot. Oh, now people are saying to go for keep with Crush. Wow. And yes, Brian is here. I am doing DS. I try to play with original hardware as much as possible. I don't think actually I can't think of a time I didn't use original hardware, so. Or at least legit hardware, because I didn't play off a Game Boy, obviously. Again, we have a pretty decent backup team here between Golett, Axew, maybe Shelmet. Alright, let's get you your Rocky Helmet back. Let's go. And I think if I can, I'm mostly going to be focusing on Crush. Crush and, what did I call my other Pokemon? Mr. Pringle. Of course. How could I forget Mr. Pringle? Oh, God. Let's pop that repel. And go. Well, that seems bad. Is something going wild at the top of the tower? Kai! You can walk on the fallen columns too. I'm going after Team Plasma. I don't think we need strength to get through here. Oh, hello. Hyper potion? What do I need? I think I need hyper. Oh, I need strength. Holy crap! I did not expect that. Do I have strength? Oh, the fallen pillar. I'm missing something. Oh, okay. Here. What if I figured that out when I was playing originally? I just used strength. Honestly, can't remember. Whoops. I want to repel. Sheesh. There we go. Finally. Australian Pizza Hut where somebody mentioned an Australian Pizza Hut pizza where the crust is infused with Doritos. Amy, what has your country done? Amy says she didn't authorize it, so you can't blame her. Shiny stone. Oh, I screwed up. I mean, yeah, Doritos Lost Tacos does exist, but you know. Oh, hey, Top Dog, how's it going? There's our... I was like, where's our trainers at? Like, I'm expecting to fight Team Plasma, but nothing. Kai, we'll hold them here. You go on ahead. This is nothing, but there sure are a lot of them. What a complete bother. No one. I won't let anyone get in our way. I can talk to everybody. What's up? If I have to lose Elisa to a gym leader. Alright, there we go. Bryce and Charon, they are moving around being annoying. Tough luck. Alright, let's see how we do. Watchhog. Ooh, that's Pico. Yes. I wondered if they'd go for... At least it didn't go for Super Fang. And we got that Rocky helmet. I was hoping this. I was hoping it would use Hyper Fang, damage itself to below yellow, and then we finish it off with Brine. Beautiful. Lootmaster says we made chicken sandwiches with donuts for bread. KFC in general is like a health risk just walking in. Yeah, I've heard of that. I've heard of like donuts, like glazed donuts cut in half to use as like buns. There's a restaurant Amy and I enjoyed going to back home. They had a burger that had, I think, was it? Did it have peanut butter and jelly on it? Never tried it. Never was. I never was like couldn't couldn't bring myself to do it because I'm here for dinner. I want to actually eat, but I don't want to, you know, buy something and hate it. I will hurt anyone who disobeys Team Plasma. What you got? A Lipard. Think we'll be fine. I've tried deep fried Oreos. Those are actually good. Oh, definitely not good for you. So close. Kinda say Crush isn't doing half bad. I didn't realize it was just one level from evolving. Crap, I thought it was like 39 it evolved. Look at that. This beefy boy. Caracosta. He got chunky. Let's take a look at him. Attack and special attack are about even because of the nature they got, but hey, Solid Rock reduces damage from super effective attacks. Not bad. Nature's doing it no favor, but that's alright. And you know what? Let's put Mr. Pringle up front because we're trying to get them to evolve. I'm sure you also thought I am strong and I can win and came here. Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely don't want to send it out against grass types. Oh, fighting Dark. Honestly, this isn't a great matchup. If it wasn't for that Dark type. Shinji though, Shinji will be fine. Watch it not actually have any Dark type moves. I don't know Scraggy's lineup. Huh, you thought right. That's actually pretty good. We still have to get through one more Nuzlocke before we get the fairy types. Ah, of course, Life's here. Should have known better. Oh well. Yeah, it's just not a good matchup for Mr. Pringle. They'll kill Mr. Pringle very quickly. I want him to evolve. You know what, Cat Eevee? I've never used Sylveon. I will say one of my favorite Gen 6 Pokemon was Honedge. And that have a whole evolution. That was amazing. Silver Daniel saying, hey, I just want to hear your thoughts on Tokyo Sonic Frontiers winning the best, most anticipated 22 game at the Tokyo Game Show. Nobody saw that coming. Yeah, I did not. It's honestly kind of a shock, but that makes me very excited for it. I want to try. I'm hoping it's good. I want a good Sonic game. I think everybody wants a good Sonic game. Oh yeah, once you're feeling more comfy, go back to the west of Unovan. You can try your luck in P2 Laboratory. Try it at a Clink or a Scraggy. Right. Retaliate. User gets revenge for a fainted ally. I'm not gonna get this. It's so... I don't want to rely on... it's not good. It's one of those good, like, story things. Like, you killed my friend, I must get you. But yeah, it's too situational. Alright. What's next? Since coming to Dragon Spiral Tower, my stress level is maxed out. The more hyper I am, the faster you'll go down. Alright then. This thing probably knows Crunch. Of course. Everything else is probably I'm fine against, but now we just push negative. You know what? It's still good. It switched out, but so did we. I guess it didn't have Crunch. Good to know. And now the Watchog is back. Yeah, I'm starting to think any experience share is probably a good idea too. Dragon Fang. That would be good for Axew. Oh, nobody needs healed. Let's see. Put Elflin out front because it does pretty dang well. Forgot how wild they got with this gym or this area. Really playing with the camera. 3D. Down this way. Some more Stardust. Just money. Lots and lots of money. Hey, more money. How convenient. But yeah, after the tower, we can head to that P2 laboratory and whatnot. And catch some more Pokemon and then continue on. It's shocking! It sounds like something is on a rampage at the top of the tower. I think we got all those max repels. Stop doing multiple. There we go. Elixir. Actually, I just thought of something. Okay. Giallo, it's finally time. Our Lord N will become the hero. What? Someone made it clear up here. Now, stop that trainer for our Lord N. Well, this seems a little unfair. No, that's good. Everyone who isn't Team Plasma is an enemy. Use all your powers to take them out. Oh my god. No one can interfere with Unova's new dawn. Oh wow, we are just... You are taking them on one at a time. Oh my gosh. Alright, here we go. Soy sauce said Amy beat you to it. Oh, they might not have. But yeah, Amy said in the background. You just probably missed it. That's alright. I will take that crit. Thank you, Elflin. Rain Dance. Do I have any useless moves? Oh, Mr. Pringle is learning Rain Dance. Oh my gosh, I'm like, why is... I was wondering why Elflin is using that. No, my Cinccino does not have Skill Link. It has Technician, which still does well. No, honestly, I like this setup I have, so no Rain Dance. One more time we would have had it. Unfortunately, that was kind of a big hit. So we might have to start swapping out Elflin at the start. Okay, only one Pokemon this time, so that's... Well, of course, it's a Krokorok. Do I go for it, or do I try to swap? It doesn't have Pursuit. So... Let's go Shinji. If it has Pursuit, I'll have Elflin attack. If it doesn't, I'll stay in. I don't know if I go first or not. I'm probably faster, so I'm going to bulk up. Yeah. Oh yeah, I could have healed right there. Shoot. Oh well. Oh well. Missed the opportunity. $37 for Elflin. That's speed. 100 speed. You may have stopped me, but my teammate will stop you here. Two more to go. Hey, Pig Dan. Alright, twofer. Starting with Trubbish. We can handle Trubbish, I think. As long as we don't get poisoned. Beautiful. Lipard, which we know definitely has pursuit. One more time we would have had it. There we go. Yeah, Elflin might just be our surprise MVP. It's amazing. Did not expect that much out of Elflin. Alright, last of the four. And a Watchhog. Top level in the last gym is 43. Okay, so we still are plenty good. Hyper Fang scares me though. Let's go ahead and put out Shinji. Oh, the Super Fang. That's not right either. Although I should be fast. Am I faster? I don't know how fast. Lightbox, I've checked multiple times. It does not have Rock Blast or Bullet Seed, I don't believe. Not Mr. Pringle. Shpaggy and Chucky should be fine. But I'm going with Crush for now. And we have the Rocky Helmet, so this will work out pretty nicely for us. Yeah, there's the Super Fang. Nice, that's a good hit. Let's Aqua Jet it to finish it off. That'll do. Well done, Crush. Thanks, Ryan. I don't understand. Why do you keep trying so hard? Well, we'll let you through for now. Yep, time to heal. I was hoping for a free heal around here, but nope. No such luck. That's good. And yeah, that's still all fine. Let's go. How ominous. Well, it is rather intimidating. Hey, Zekrom. What do you think, Kai? How do you like the powerful form of the Pokemon who appears before and fights beside the hero that will lead the way to a new world? Now, Zekrom and I will head to the Pokemon League and defeat the champion. This will be the last of the Pokemon battles that hurt Pokemon so. A world for Pokemon alone. It's finally going to be a reality. That's a little bit of cheating, isn't it? Using a legendary against the Pokemon League? What the heck? If you want to stop me, you must become a hero as well. That's right. When Zekrom's counterpart, Reshiram, recognizes you, we will finally be even, and then you can try to stop us. Well, what will you do? My prediction? If the future that I see is true, you will meet Reshiram. The Pokemon with you believe in you so strongly. Will you be the one who interferes with my formula for changing the world? Oh, good night, Zelda. Thanks for joining. If you want to protect the bonds between people and Pokemon, you must search for Reshiram. I'm sure it is waiting for you in the form of the Lightstone. God, did you just see what just flew off just now? How could this happen? Why? That was that guy N, right? Why was he with the legendary Pokemon? He couldn't really be the hero, could he? Also, did I hear him tell you to search for the other legendary Pokemon? Calm down. First we go back. It's more important to decide what to do next than analyze what just happened. Guess we didn't need to heal. Oh well. Astounding. I never would have imagined the legendary Dragon-type Pokemon would return now. That guy called N. Team Plasma's boss apparently reawakened the legendary Pokemon. He told Kai to look for the other legendary Pokemon, then flew away. Huh? There were 2 legendary Dragon-type Pokemon? Yes there are. There's actually a lot of legendary dragons. Why, if it isn't Alder? It's been a while. How have you been? Have you been well? No time for chit-chat. Those violent flashes of lightning that shot from the tower. That Pokemon has the power to destroy the world. If it's on Team Plasma's side and Team Plasma tells everyone to release their Pokemon, no matter whether it comes from fear or admiration, the world can't help but change. It will become a world where we are separated from Pokemon. Right. Moreover, the boss of Team Plasma, N, who reawakened Zekrom, apparently said to look for the other Pokemon, Reshiram. If I remember the myth, Zekrom's powerful electricity, along with the other Pokemon, devastated ancient Unova in an instant. Even knowing that, N is still wanting to awaken the other? Huh? Isn't it dangerous to bring back a Pokemon that powerful? Miss, you are a very kind person. Still, I don't know if other Pokemon will be able to stand up to it. Because no matter what, it is a legendary being. I don't like the idea of taking orders from N, but searching for the dragon, the stone, might not be a bad plan. We certainly can't let Team Plasma reawaken both of them. Since I've traveled all over Unova, I have an idea where it might be. Let's head to the Relic Castle. Kai, everyone, I'm going. I see. We'll leave that to you. I'm going to investigate inside the tower. Hopefully I'll find something. Then I will go with you. I think I understand better now. Being able to do something for Pokemon, for somebody at a time like this, is strength. I'm sure of it. And my strength is something that is given to me by Pokemon. Okay, champion, let's hurry. Kai, this has turned into a big deal. So confusing, I don't know what to do. Are you going to go to the Relic Castle, Kai? Past Route 4 in the Desert Resort? I hear that's where the Relic Castle is. Alright, well we gotta go to the Relic Castle next, but let's go catch some other Pokemon. We need to get our duck. I guess we'll swap for Caracosta for now. Just to not double up on coverage too much. Yeah, definitely putting the duck back in the PC. Back to Nuvema. And let's see what other Pokemon we can catch. Oh yeah, we don't have a PC around here. Oh, excuse me. I'm gonna pop a max repel just to make sure we don't get caught up in anything. As silly as that is. Oh, it's still on. That's where we need to go, but we'll run off to a PC so we can drop off the duck. Figures. Now to drop off the duck. Where are we going? We're going to take on some trainers to the west of Nuvema and catch some new Pokemon. Then we'll head to Relic Castle. Just some extra insurance while we before we head any further. Plus, we still have some, of course, we still have some levels before we're too overpowered, so that's good. I don't know. I don't remember exactly how much is left after, like, before the 8th gym and the Elite Four. And obviously I do want to take on Cynthia, but it feels like there's not too much left to go. Like, how many sessions do you think? Barring, of course, major issues. If we can make it, I do want to have a rematch against Cynthia. I think at this point I can probably not worry about the... Well... Yeah. There's our Mystic Water. How high of level is Cynthia compared to the champion? Fortunately, Darth Chrono, we have not lost anybody this session so far. Her ace is 77? What's older's? It's probably in the 50s, isn't it? Oh, God. Alder, wait, I thought Alder was the champion. Did I forget something? Oh, good night, Top Dog. Ooh, it has water absorb. Interesting. I do not have that. This is gonna take forever. We're just gonna... That'll be useful. Okay, crush it is. Final boss's ace is 54. I have completely forgotten who the champion, the champion is. I thought it was older. Because I know the champion is different in... Huh. So I might have to do a lot of grinding off screen if I want to take on older and Cynthia and all that. That's better. Alright, that's it for them. I mean, if we make it, I do want to try to redeem myself against Cynthia after losing to her last time, so... I feel like I gotta try. Stick to it. And might as well fight all these trainers along the way. Alright, Claude, what you got? Oh god, it's Cinchino. That's... Well, it would be terrifying if we weren't Ghost. Sing can still affect us, but... Yeah, it's gonna be annoying, I see. Grind off stream and come back to it later after starting SMT4. I mean, there's still all those eastern places to visit. I don't know. We'll see what happens. We'll get to it when we get to it. Well, we're going to get tickled a lot as we try to wake up. You'd think the tickling would wake us up, but go figure. There we go. Like I said, I'm going to focus on Mr. Pringle until he gets to level... basically evolves. We are getting out of here. Shinji, you're up. Nolo Coloco, thank you very much for the first time chat. How you doing? Oh, what the spark? Ooh, it's fast. Hopefully this kills. Not quite. And I don't trust... I know it has pursuit, so we are going to use an item here. Oh, no worries, Nocoloco. I understand that people have their own things. They don't always want to chat. Or not, yeah, say things in chat, just rather lurk. No worries there. Yeah, hopefully the homework's going pretty well. Alright, barring... paralysis. Of course I got paralysis. I'm gonna give this one try and then we're out of here. Of course. Alright, Shinji, let's get you out of there. I love Quick Claw. Okay. That was a little scary. Let's heal up. Oh yeah, it does have flame charge. It's not too effective with it though, so I wasn't that worried. Get a pearl. We're still headed to the P2 laboratory. I want to level up Mr. Pringle, but I don't want to deal with water types versus water types. Don't really work. Basculin. See how we do. One more is all we needed. Crunch. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Egg roll. Even though it's Amy's playthrough, I hope we get a uni emote someday for all the times we want to curse a lot. Maybe that'll be good for your Twitch, Amy. Just give me that fourth hit so I can kill him in one go. I think Kiko wants back out. No worries. Alright, level 38 for Elfalin. Definitely going to be using our potions going through here. Oh, I need it. I thought I'd... Alright. Let's put Wish Boggy out front. Why not? Nothing like having to use this HM over and over again. Whee! Oh, let's get that repel back on. It's a good song though while you're riding on the surf. I'm good at backstroke, freestyle, butterfly, and of course Pokemon battles. That's okay. Four of them. Or Basculin, I'm guessing. Alright, well, let's see how this goes. I'll take that. Just realized I should have attached the XP share, but whatever, it's fine. Critical. Gonna be time to change Pokemon soon. That's right, you got 2 of them, Wishboggy. Good job. Time for Shinji. I'm now a water type. So much for my... Still good. We got him. We got him. Hey, both of them grew to 38. Very productive route. And one more Basculin. Let's get him. Gotta use Crunch. Okay, made it through. Just lose a Pokemon battle even though I'm good at them. Sure, yes. Crunch should crush me out front. I forget his moves. I mainly think of Smackdown. Crunch. We'll leave it go for now. Alright, now we're all set. What is a deep sea tooth? Feels like an evolution item. Mr. Roadburn, Crush's name you same name you gave your Carracosta when you first played? That's awesome. We need to go down here. Okay, made it. I didn't realize we didn't fight this guy. Crap, I could have put in... Dang it. This guy looks like he's a rock trainer. We could have put Mr. Pringle out front. Yeah, look at this. A Boldor. Dang it. Missed out. And a Crustle. Oh, Bug Bite. everybody's at level 38. Not too shabby. Yeah, even though I've not played a One Piece game, I decided to use Chopper for an emote just because of the podcast. It felt still appropriate. I wouldn't mind checking out One Piece Odyssey, but I feel like it's going to spoil me on later things. Wait, aren't your Pokemon a bit tired? Yes, thank you. Okay, we have a place to heal up. Well, that's some crap. You have to come back here to get an egg. What's that egg hatch into? Larvesta? Okay. There. Yay! HMO 5. See how you can definitely tell that waterfall is only to get to other places and not for any kind of progress. Which I think is honestly the best way to handle it. When HMs were still a thing. Alright, what you got? On the small rise of an island, you and I face each other. Oh, we need strength to advance. Oh, I didn't realize. Veteran Ray with a Basculin. Of course, it's a Basculin. Because they're going to go for the crunch. Knew it. Nicely done, Shinji, avoiding that attack. Oh god, that was a lot of damage. Armanitan. A lot of fire, a lot of fighting. It's actually a good matchup for Mr. Pringle here. I get it, Blade. But Throw, I don't know if I want Throw. Throw killed a lot of my Pokemon. Beautiful. Oh god, going for a Flare Blitz. Oh, that was close. It just went for it. Oh, my heart. Oh, my heart. Whew. All right, Boggy. You're up. Man, thank God Pringle survived that. Whew. Well done, Wish Boggy. Oh, that was Plus, that was definitely some close calls. We're okay now, though. Okay. I didn't even look at how much money we got from the veteran. Is this where I want to go? Do I need to... I guess... I saw I need strength to advance, so... I guess we need to head back. Because where are the areas that we need to go? It's the P2 laboratory and... What else? Could be wrong in the strength comment. Oh, okay, we might not need strength. Oh, okay, cool. We got max repel back on. My god, that was quick. Scraggy, can't catch you yet. This is still an old area. 10 levels above, but I don't trust the crunch or dark type moves. We barely survived a fire move. Granted, it was a really strong fire move, but still. Oh, not bulk up. Okay, now we're good. At least we're getting some good training in as well. Use top. Route 17. We're gonna go in here first. Dubious disc. Oh wait, that's the P2 laboratory? Oh yeah. Wait, were we on Route 18 and I didn't realize it? Was that Scraggy on Route 18 and I killed it and I didn't realize? I thought we were still on Route 17. Oh well. Because it did say to us, hey, you're on Route 17 again, so yeah. Well, we killed our Route 18 Pokemon. Oh, Frillish and Sock in 17-18. Okay, okay. Okay, so we already did catch. Okay, I forgot where we caught Sock. Let me just run out the repel. Although I guess I could take on this trainer down here real quick. Okay, so we're good, we're good, we're good. Thought I, you know, majorly screwed up. Fight you, get this item, go to P2 Laboratory, catch a Pokemon, and get the heck out of here. Although we don't have a flyer, so we're going to have to take the long way. Oh, no worry, Glacial Phoenix. Thank you so much for being here and tuning in. Garbodor. Oh, the grass is P2. Oh, okay. I thought it was the inside. It's going to hit a little harder than that. Oh, cool. Sweet. You don't get to use Sludge Bomb anymore. I don't think it can actually do anything against Mr. Pringle right now. Alright, bye Nathan. Ooh, Thunderbolt! Can anybody learn Thunderbolt? Because it'd be nice to actually have an electric attack for the first time in this frickin' game. Elflin. That has potential. Let me take a look at the stats to make sure if that works for Elflin, because I forget how much of a special attacker Elflin is. Oh, it actually has a boost to his special attack, so it's still not the best, but Thunderbolt has a power of, okay, 95, so definitely. You know what? Let's go for it. Gives them, Teach Wishboggy Waterfall? Why is that better than Brine? Yeah, I think getting rid of Tickle. We don't need Tickle. We have an electric type. That would have helped us so much in the previous battle. Oh, it's a physical water move. Okay. That makes sense. Power of 80. Yeah. Why not? Wishboggy cannot learn it. Is Crush physical based? I think Crush is physical based, so we could teach it to Crush. Double check on Crush real quick. It's about even. But we could teach Crush. Just need to... There we go. Repel wore off. Not sure what we can catch here, but let's see. I believe this should be P2, the P2 laboratory, right? Or do we need to go inside for the P2 laboratory? Either way, this thing knows Crunch, and we're not going to deal with that. Really? It went for takedown. Withdrawals are Watchog, Herdier, Scraggy, and Clink. In that case, I think it's better to have Shinji up front. We'll give Mr. Pringles the experience share. That way Shinji can fight without having to worry about getting hurt. Alright, what are we getting? Another Herdier. I feel like this is going to be a common thing. Hopefully this doesn't take too long. Although Clink would be pretty cool. Not going to earn a lot of experience, but we'll get there. And it's a Watchog. Well, how's chat doing as we're waiting for this Pokemon to show up? You all having a good night? And, thirsty mostly? Don't you have any water nearby? Or an Emily? Get some water. Ooh, Rusty McTin just finished making some coconut rice and macaroni pie. That sounds delicious. Or an Emily, the football team failed you? Oh no. Chocolate milk for a drink? Amy would say no. Knowing her, she is very on the water idea. So, actually, with you mentioning Bond or an Emily, that actually reminds me of something I saw on Twitter just before starting this that kind of blew my mind. So you all know James Bond, right? What his whole deal is? He's on Her Majesty's Secret Service. And that's always been the case because it's always been the Queen since those movies started. But now, with her passing away, future movies are going to have to be His Majesty's Secret Service. And that's a weird thought. It is the same acronym, yes, but one of the movies is, well, literally called On Her Majesty's Secret Service. Give me a different Pokemon, for the love of God. Let's see if Karate Chop can get the job done. Okay, cool. We'll just use that for one. We're gonna play Left 4 Dead 2 in October. That sounds like fun. I've honestly never played Left 4 Dead 2. Oh my god. Are you sure other Pokemon could show up? Because it's just been these Herdiers. Well, this might be a way for us to get Pringle a level. 14% draw shot. That is a rough draw shot, it feels like. And here's a free Fatal Frame on the Wii U for October. Yep, I'm looking forward to us playing Parasite Eve. It's been a long time since I played it, and I've technically never beat it. I got to the final boss, but just was too worn down to beat it. Not good enough to dodging, so it just didn't work out. So this would actually be my first time playing it. And before anybody asks, I don't think we'd I don't know. For anybody who's played that game, I don't think we're going to do the Chrysler building. Don't think that's a good idea. I don't even remember the reward for that, but it doesn't. I don't think it's worth it. For those who don't know, I believe the Chrysler building is a 100-floor dungeon, bonus dungeon in that game. Oh, I got interested in Splatoon 3 watching us. That's cool, Cat Eevee. Yeah, it's like Pit of 100 Trials, but I think it's only like post-game. I think. I've never done it. Oh, dang, it actually survived. Oh, you poor thing, Resting Lieutenant. Only played third birthday, not Parasite Eve. Oh, that's unfortunate. This Pokemon has to show up at some point, right? Okay, I was hoping for a Clink, but we got Scraggy. We'll take Scraggy. Shaggy. Well, it's a female, so unfortunately. Are we gonna wait just a heal ball? What are we gonna do to hit this thing and not kill it? We'll try an Ultra Ball just to see how it does. Oh, I loved Parasite Eve. I played as a kid. Then I played Parasite Eve 2 and was like, this isn't like the first game. And I wasn't into Resident Evil at the time, so I could not get the handle on it. I could barely get past the first boss. Alright. Its skin has a rubbery elasticity, so it can reduce damage by defensively pulling its skin up to its neck. So I'm seeing Velma, Skagette, Mama Luigi. Oh, Shagette, I should say. Wow, Wootmaster, that is a deep pool. Shuggy. I remember Shuggy from Pup Named Scooby-Doo. You know what? Let's go for that deep cut. What? How'd you know I was going to go for that one? Yeah. When Kai, I will try to get Kai into Scooby-Doo as he gets older. I tried when he was a bit younger. It didn't take, but I'll try again later. All right. Let's go ahead and put Elflin back up front. Pop ourselves a Max Repel and get the heck out of here. I see, the thing is, I've not seen a lot of the more recent Scooby-Doo stuff. And I don't think Amy has seen, you've never seen Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island, have you, Amy? Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island.
I might have. Chase one.
Okay, so you have seen it. I actually legit love Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island, and I even have some affinity for Witch's Ghost. Then those movies started to get really bad. Yes, Tim Curry in that movie goes so hard, but I mean, he always does. Alright, we did it. Now to the Relic Castle. I've never seen the Scooby-Doo Courage crossover movie. There's a lot of Scooby-Doo media out there. The big one I want to see, that I've always heard really good things about, is Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated. Time for the night, Amy? Oh, okay. You turned everything off, so I wasn't sure. Oh, okay. Alright, our Scraggy is a relaxed, is relaxed, meaning plus defense, minus speed, no surprise there. Shed skin may heal its own status problems. Not terrible. I have heard about that. Well, there's supposed to be a Velma spin-off series. We'll see if it actually happens because of HBO Max and all that. I just remembered we needed the bird. But yeah, when I was a kid, I watched all the Scooby-Doo stuff they had on Cartoon Network. Pup Named Scooby-Doo, the one where Scooby-Doo met all the celebrities. I'd watch the old movies. Alright, let's go to Relic Castle. There it is. I think probably an Nimbasa City is our best bet. Excuse me, saw a veterinarian flip the bird. That's pretty good. Oh, Loyal Dingo, Wacky Races. I watch that all the time with my dad. Actually, something that blew my mind, because, you know, you watch reruns and it was always different episodes. Where they ended in one episode is where they started in the next episode. Like, it actually did kind of carry over, even though they're not connected. But the cities they ended in is where they'd always start from for the next episode. Which kind of blew my mind that it had that kind of connectivity. The other thing is that I distinctly remember always cheering for Dick Dastardly in that show. Because in my mind, it's like, I'd just be so frustrated as a kid because I'm like, if Dick Dastardly would just stop cheating, he could win, because he could always get so far out front of every other car to set those traps. So stop messing around and just race and you'll win. You fool. I think on the very last episode, I think he attempted to not cheat and the other racers screwed him over somehow and he still lost. That is a common thing. I just remember it distinctly. I didn't get that passionate about Dick Dastardly for the, what was that? The plain one where he's always chasing the pigeon. Is this it? Is this the Relic Castle? Stop, Kai! That's the entrance to the Relic Castle. You're impressive, Kai, making it here before I did. I even went to catch a Pokemon. Dealing with the desert resort's Pokemon took longer than I would have thought, but I'm Max Repels, man. I only made it all the way out here thanks to my Pokemon. Alder went on ahead. Let's hurry. Yes, messing up the fossils. So fun. Oh. Hello. And we'll be fine. Ryoku Getsus told us that once again we should test how much power you have. We will see if you can defeat Team Plasma. Oh, you're not actually fighting me? Just these guys? Okay. I've heard about you. I heard you work Pokemon hard. There was an obscure series called Fender Bender 500 that was like wacky races with various Hanna-Barbera characters like Yogi, Quick Draw, and even Dick Dashley. And Dashley actually won a few races. Really? I have never heard of that one. Yeah, you don't fight any of the sages. I distinctly remember don't fight any of the sages until the post-game. I'll take that crit. Really? All that, and I still only got 2 hits. Like the best... Ugh. That's some crap. Oh, I remember the Laugh Olympics. I never thought it was as good as Wacky Races. Crush. Actually, no. Yeah, Crush. Largo. Oh, thank God I avoided that. Finally. And there we go. We did it. It is finally time to evolve Mr. Pringle and earn that namesake. I remember 13 Ghosts of Scooby-Doo, Darth Crumb. Oh my gosh, I forgot how that thing looks. I also know that they actually finished that series with a movie. But I'm not sure how good it turned out. Alright, Mr. Pringle. There he is. Alright, looking good, looking good. Alright, let's get that Mystic Water back on him. With that, our current team is all fully evolved. That is a good feeling. Of course, we have some Pokemon waiting in the wings, potentially, that could use an evolution. But I'm feeling pretty good about ourselves right now. Oh, right, that's my potion. I'm going to use it on you. Whoops. Alright. Oh, yeah. Fall 56. I saw the 93's Tom and Jerry movie where they talked, and it was not good. I mean, I watched it multiple times, but it's just like more of I think they thought they couldn't carry a movie. Scraggy, actually not a good matchup for Elflin here. Yeah, we'll go Shinji. Rather be safe. Oh, guess I would have been fine. Oh well. Partially lowered my speed and I'm still faster than it. Yeah, it worked out. Got Watchog. Jeez, that freaking Hyper Fang. Whew. What is the best route? I actually don't know on this one. Okay, I think that's just the way out. Alright, let's go. Can't change the world without a little pain. It is just fighting Team Plasma the entire time. Ah, Garbodor. I guess it's Garbodor, but I've always said Garbodor. Come on, Alpha. 3 hits, that's all we need. Tom's pain scream on speed dial, oh my gosh. That'd be something. There we go. I don't like pain. Actually, I could probably get away with a super potion. Good enough. Ooh, Shadow Ball. That might be better than what we have currently on 80. Yeah, let's take a look at this. Yeah, 60 to 100 could raise stats, but it doesn't have that many hits. Yeah, Shadow Ball is where it's at. Bam! That worked out. Alright. Mr. Pringle. Definitely growing in strength. All set, right? Alright, what do we got? Not how often Plasma shows up in this section. Is ground super effective against ice? I can't remember. I don't think so. I think it's only rock, correct? And ice is effective against ground? Yeah, ice is effective against ground, correct? Yeah, okay. I always forget that. Always. Yeah, that'll work. Max revive. Shoot! I didn't mean to do that. Just wanted to hurry up. I guess I get an item out of it. Sunstone. Yeah, I remember Dragon, I remember Flying, I remember Grasp. I always forget Ground. I don't know why that is. Oh, you lose a lot of progress by falling on those. That's brutal. Alright, another battle. Pokemon are too good for the likes of you. They're amazing, but putting them in the hands of foolish strangers can bring nothing good. That makes sense to move winning because ground usually has fighting, rock, or steel to counter it with. Excuse me. Excuse me, jeez. Good old Trubbish. I haven't used Wish Boggy that much, but it is powerful. Just a little slow. But we're kind of used to that at this point. rolling in cash after all these battles, that's for sure. Alright, Crush, you are up. Let's keep our team topped off. I'm so glad we're having just a little break of having Pokemon dying, at least for now. I want that Pokeball thing, dang it. Forgot. I'll be back. Might as well just grab it now. I think we also have a double battle coming up, so that'll be interesting. Right, I have to go this way. Oh, congratulations, Automon, on getting all the wisps. Oh, good night, Cat Eevee. Thanks for joining. And we did all that for PP up. You know what? That could be useful. Alright, double battle is coming up. So who do we want paired up with Crush? Let's do Crush and Shinji. Hey, we fight for the young king, that's it. Oh, it's not a double battle. Huh. Well, I'm shocked. An old Watchog. So glad it's using Hyper Fang and not Super Fang. That Rocky helmet is pretty dang useful. Well, we'll definitely be ready for the next gym after all this. We might end up a little overleveled. Depending on how much there is. I won't tolerate people who have different ideas. Ouch! Oh god, that's a little on the nose. Taurus Oxford, thank you for the first time chat saying, I forgot how good Team Plasma's battle theme is. Yeah, it's excellent. All the music in this game is really good. Shockingly good. Of course I got poisoned. Decided to go for it since I figured I wouldn't be able to do much. I can switch now. Don't want to stay in there too long with poison. Wouldn't have been able to do much anyway. Taking out the trash at night, yes. Oh, SpongeBob. Endlessly quotable, it seems. There's an antidote. There we go. Might as well keep him out. We're working towards 40 for everybody now. Oh, Alderan gets us. Whew, finally caught up. You two, come here. Come to my side. It looks like everyone is here. It seems you are working hard to resurrect Reshiram, the other Dragon-type Pokemon, aren't you? But it appears the Lightstone you seek is not here. Well then, congratulations are in order. Kai, you were chosen by our king. If you truly desire to keep the world as it is, where Pokemon live alongside people, you must bring the other Dragon-type Pokemon spoken of in legend and battle with our king. Otherwise, Team Plasma will steal every Pokemon from every person in the world and release them all. Release them, you say? Do the Pokemon who live with their trainers actually want that? Is the liberation you talk about really just stealing Pokemon from people? What's this? Champion Alder, even though illness took the Pokemon that had been your partner for many years and you haven't had a serious battle in all that time, even you who ordered the Elite Four to protect the Pokemon League and left to wander the Unova region alone, even a champion like you who now wants to protect a world where Pokemon and people live together. Team Plasma's king will show the people of Unova that he is stronger than a champion who keeps Pokemon bound. And just like the hero who founded Unova, he will be accompanied by the legendary Pokemon. He will give this order: trainers, release your Pokemon. For this, we have prepared a suitable castle for the legendary Zekrom and our king. I won't lose. I'll fight for all trainers who love their Pokemon and for all Pokemon who believe in their trainers. Our king has no interest in you. He has already determined that victory against you is assured. So you stayed behind just to tell me that, just to make a fool of me? Of course not. I'm doing this out of kindness. Yes, kindness. I'm making sure the champion doesn't get hurt for no reason. Granted, the moment when someone loses all hope, I really do love to watch that moment. Well then, farewell. I love how we just step aside and let him go. Alder, what are you going to do now? It seems my only choice is to return to the Pokemon League and battle N, but it bothers me to do exactly what gets us once. More importantly, what should we do about the Lightstone? Alder, why don't we go outside for now? Yes, that's a good idea. It's hard to breathe in here. It's hard to put into words, but I'll never forgive them for this. What could that guy called N possibly want? Could he be trying to prove he is right by winning the battle of the two dragons? Oh yeah, the cross transceiver. Kai! Kai! Hello? Kai? Oh, you picked up. Hey, Kai. Come to the museum in Nacrene City immediately. Right away. Got it? I mean, right now. I could hear Professor Juniper's voice from clear over here. Seems like something big is happening. I wonder what is waiting at the museum in Nacrene City. I'll go on ahead. I forgot we go around all the other cities before the 8th gym and moving on from Icarus. Alright. Gotta head for Nacrene City. We need to get more max repels at this rate. Jeez. We had 30. We've gone through 12. Actually, you know what? I can get healed. There we go. I'm trying to remember. Is Nacrene City close, or should I go get my duck? Right, it's all the way back here. Alright, we're going to get our duck. Looks like this session is all about that world tour. Pokemon GT. The Grand Tour. Alright, let's get our Della back. Thank God we didn't lose Della. Else we'd be walking a lot. Oh yeah, we already looked at that. Okay. For whatever reason I thought we got it. Lightbox, no deaths this session. I don't know how many deaths total though. Yeah, the Nightbot with the total amount. Oh right, I should actually, fly. That would help. We've lost a dozen Pokemon. Oof. Can't say it like that. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to keep a holder just in case. No, I don't. For now, I actually really like my current team. We could use the Axew, I guess, but... Bless you, by the way, Amy. Shoot, on par with my crystal deaths right now. Woo Master said bless you too. Yep. Alder told me what's going on. Kai, you got caught up in something serious, it seems. Is this it? Whoa, isn't that the stone found in the desert resort? Yes, that's right, but is this really a dragon-type Pokemon? Surely, when I investigated the Dragon Spiral Tower, I found elements that were dated to the same era as this Lightstone. I looked into that. Impressive as always. But you know, we're lucky, because what if Team Plasma, noticed that old stone that time? That's a good point. It's clear to me that they were trying to steal the Dragon Skull so they could revive the legendary Dragon-type Pokemon. If you would, Kai, take this. Wait a moment, Kai. If you take this Lightstone, that means you'll be the one to battle N if anything happens to me. Are you really okay with that? Yeah, I'll be fine. I understand. You are determined to take on this duty. Then here it is. Prepare yourself. Be strong. I see. If things don't go as planned, you'll use this Lightstone. You'll protect the true future for us and Pokemon. Kai, we're counting on you. Please take care of yourself. Alright, we got the Lightstone. So, how do we wake the Dragon-type Pokemon from the stone then? That's it! We've got them, don't we? Aha, we've got those two! Kai, go to Opelucid City. The gym leader of that city uses Dragon-type Pokemon. The gym leader could know something. I'll go ahead and wait for you there. Until then. Ah, there's our excuse to go to the final gym. That's right. Opelucid City's Drayden might know something. Hey Kai, never forget that you always have Pokemon right by your side. I'm going to head back to the lab and do some research. I'll see if I can uncover what kinds of beings these legendary Dragon-type Pokemon are and if there's any way to awaken them. Don't worry. If we have something for you, we'll come running to find you. Ooh, sounds real serious. That's about all I got out of it. Kai, do you know Opelucid City? When you leave from Icarus City and cross the Two-Blind Bridge, it's on the other side. I'm not that great with directions, so if you need more, check your town map, okay? Alright. Let's fly back to Icarus City and see if we can make it to the next town in the 20 minutes we have left. Oh, 56 with a highlighted message. In the anime, the 8th gym city was never fought. Instead, the last gym became the 2nd gym from Black and White 2 because it just came out in Japan. I can imagine all the hasty rewrites that had to happen. I heard Black and White was kind of a mess just because of all the rewrites. It's a shame because it has such a good, there's such a good story to the base game. Seeing Ash deal with that would be cool. Oh well. What might have been. Alright, let's get some more potions. Super potions, because we've gone through a lot through all this stuff. And more max repels. And we got this dude. There we go. Here's a pearl. Wait, is this actually... Hold on. Yeah, it evolves Pokemon. Yeah, I don't want to sell that. I was like, just in case. You never know. Stardust. Yeah, it's funny. I loved the story of Black and White, but the anime didn't quite live up to it. And then I was like, eh. X and Y was fine, but then X and Y, the X and Y anime was amazing. I've heard decent things about Sun and Moon, the more cartoony style, and I've not had a chance to watch Pokemon Journeys. Alright. I thought I could jump down from there. Oh well. Alright, already caught a Pokemon on Route 8, so let's just keep going. Okay. Mother Nature changes her look according to the seasons. That's something I cherish. Alright, Lewis, what you got for me? Cubchoo! Honestly, we should be pretty good because we are definitely at a higher level than a lot of the stuff around here. Of course, we missed and got charmed, but oh well. I've heard about the Tobias fight. That's the one that had the Darkrai, right? How was it avoiding all this? And Latios, what the heck? I forgot I had a lot. Oh, right, because he took down the Darkrai, and then the Latios finished up. Yeah, it seems like cheating. I'm gonna punch this cub in the face because it's dodging all my tail slaps. And we can't have that. And of course it immediately goes to Palpitoad. Shinju will be fine. Masters, I've been rewatching Black and White. It is the weakest series aside from Kanto, but it has some good moments and qualities. I'm glad to be almost done so I can move on to X and Y. That makes sense. I'm actually kind of surprised you're not saying that Gold and Silver isn't the weakest, because there is so much filler in there. Maybe it's enjoyable, but I just remember Gold and Silver feeling like it had a glacial pace when I watched it. I never saw past the second season of Gold and Silver, just because yeah. Chunky back out. I miss our Maractus. Also, Shadow Wape with a highlighted message saying the Tobias fight is the most controversial anime Pokemon fight. Like, dude rolls up with Darkrai and Latios, only using those two to sweep Ash's team. Yeah, I feel like I remember the Orange Islands being really hyped about that champion fight because Ash was just steamrolled through that entire team until getting to the Dragonite and then having to just do a, really fight through just every, like, tooth and nail to even take down that Dragonite. It was pretty great. Certainly made him seem like a beast. Did the Orange Islands become non-canon? And obviously they're not canon to the games, but I didn't realize the anime made them non-canon. Noah Mia fan, I think that's established that there are multiple legendaries. Like, the Lugia that appears during the anime is different from the Lugia that appeared during the movie, for example. How was the Gold and Silver Pokemon League? Because I think the most notable thing I heard about that is when we finally get the big match between Ash and Gary, correct? Ooh, Sludge Bomb. Yeah, that had to be a big moment. Was the battle actually good? The splish splash sounds. Those were your footsteps, weren't they? So cute. Jeez. Well, fortunately, we taught it Thunderbolt. Get to finally use this. Not gonna kill it, but Master says, I only saw it say Kanto was the weakest personally, since that was the series finding its footing in a lot of ways. Like Meowth keeping his verbal tick of working his name in the Japanese dub didn't work. Shaky VA to start, and the league was kind of meh. Not bad though. It was a good series for the start, but it's the weakest in the same way Red, Blue, Yellow are at its very beginning. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Man, good thing Elflin has Thunderbolt. Oh yeah, Tracy is still around. God, I just remember I remember having the soundtracks, and man, 4Kids shipped Ash and Misty hard. Like, it's kind of crazy nowadays that the company just went all in on that. Guess we'll go down here first. Oh, you don't actually fight. Okay. Okay, real fishermen are impatient, so we must battle immediately. Whew. Of course it's a Basculin. Question is, do I Thunderbolt it or do I tail slap it? I feel like tail slap. That was a good choice. The 2 times thing is just aggravating. The 4Kids One Piece dub drove me nuts because as a longtime fan of the series, to see people's first possible first impression of One Piece being the 4Kids version, I'm like, no, you don't understand. It's good, actually. Please stop. Don't go. Bush boggy out front. I haven't even seen most of it. It just frustrated me too much. Oh. Pterodactyls all around it. It's like a flower blossoming in the rain. How poetic. Not all 4Kids dubs are bad. Like, I know they cut a lot of things in Yu-Gi-Oh, but for whatever reason that doesn't bother me as much. And they did Pokemon very well. Like, there's a reason it became so popular. Oh, that might be a problem. Let's forget about having Wake Up Slap. Let's see how Slash does. That was a crit. Has that fighting type move. Elflin's not good. Mr. Pringle, maybe? Do I have anything? Yes, I have Shadow Ball. Yes. Mr. Pringle, you're up. Oh no, wait, am I pure water now? Either way. Nice to see Mr. Pringle coming into his own. Toss a super potion. Hyper potion. Nice super potion. I know there was a breeder up top. Am I going the right way or the wrong way? Two blind bridge. Okay, so we're going the right way. Hold on, I need to go fight this other trainer. I might have been my first battle with, as a Jellicent. Annie, what you got? Annie.
Oh.
No, no. Oh, that's funny. Yes, Fall 56. A friend introduced me to One Piece through the Kaizaku fan dubs. And fan subs, I should say. And those were my gold standards. The amount of extra effort they put into those subs were just amazing to me. All the little personalized like fonts for the different characters' attacks. Alright. Ultra Ball. This looks like a new area. No new encounters in... Where is this? More of Icarus. Duplicates only. Okay. Go figure. Looks like we could have some trainer battles if we want, though. I guess I might as well. More max revives. Let's do it. Pokemon trainers nurture friendship with their battles. My guess is we're probably going to end right in front of the two-blind bridge. Chloris. With an Emolga. Not a fan of that. Fortunately, we do have Wish Boggy up front. Two or three more streams, you think, Fall 56? I guess we'll find out. Stop avoiding my stuff. Get hit for the love of God. Oh, yeah. Thanks. Just please get hit and die. Thank you. See, we wouldn't have to take that hit if we just were able to hit the first time. Oh, look who's back. Mr. Pringle, you take care of it. Really? It got 2 protects off? What the heck? I love how you can see Amy just sitting back there. What you doing? Oh, okay. Alright, we're tossing Toxic onto this thing. Okay, why is everything so evasive all of a sudden? Okay, it's poison. Now die. Oh, it's because I'm pure water type. Well, guess what? You can't use it anymore. Let's recover. Why not? Save myself a potion. Somewhat. Everybody's saying hello, by the way, Amy. Oh no, is it not? Oh, okay, good.
Lost.
Oh no. And I wonder how many. Yeah, I'm glad it's very good. Definitely better. I wonder how many more trainers there are for us to fight because we are like 44 is the toughest of the gym leader. So. Why is everything so evasive all of a sudden? What am I doing wrong? Like, this is 100% hit and move. And yet there's... What is happening? Is acupressure the fault? Why am I missing so much? 3 times? Hold on, I need to read acupressure. I'm just reading. I'm just getting through it. Oh, it's just the fence went up. 40. What? Oh, it's 2 times of anything. You got evasion. Okay. Okay, finally hit. My God. And of course, just... There, it's dead. Sheesh. Yes, friendship, sure. Yeah, that Maractus was being quite the pain. Yeah, let's clear out this place and then we'll save right in front of the 2-blind bridge. We can only get 3 more levels for our team. I guess if we do reach max level, I might, or get 42, I might bring in Axew just to get it a little bit of experience while I try to prevent my other Pokemon from getting too much experience before a big fight. It's a new situation. Alright, what do we got for this one? Harry with 2 Pokemon versus Vanillish. Probably won't be long until we see a Vanillux. Took itself out with its own avalanche. Skyward Frog, max levels. Oh. Hello. Like you to meet somebody. Yeah, I try not to be a higher level, my Pokemon to not be a higher level than the highest level Pokemon of the gym. In this case, it's 43. When it comes to the champion, I don't want to be higher than their highest level Pokemon. Alright, that's it for you. I think that's everything. I'm not missing anything. Yep, that's it. Okay, cool. Let's get out of here. Oh, wait. Where'd you come from? guess we'll put Elflin back out front for this fisherman. Okay, last of the trainers. There are trainers I just have battles with them because they show me water-type Pokemon I've never seen. There's 6 trainers? I feel like we've only fought 3. Where do I miss those at? Oh well. Let's get more than 2. There we go. Ground electric, if I remember. High accuracy, I swear. Look at that, a full 5. Not risking it. You're up, Shinji. Hey, Jason. Not going to be going too much longer. We're just clearing out all the trainers of this area and then calling it a night. Definitely not lose vision. All right. Oh yeah, there's another trainer if I use strength. I'm not going to use strength. Certainly use that rock that zero suit. Thank you. Oh, I didn't realize I could get encounters here. Forgot about that. Just in case anything bad happens, we're going to switch over to Crush and then, yeah. It was a great stream. Well, I'm so glad. It was something else. Alright. You know what? I don't like that. That did a lot. I should go back to a Pokemon Center. Then we'll call it there. We'll just head over to the tube line. There we go. Alright, that's all taken care of. Let's pop a Max Repel, go save, go heal and save, and then we'll be all set for the Tube Line Bridge and beyond. Don't think there's a ton to do in the next city, so yeah, we should be able to take on the 8th gym leader next time. And that is definitely exciting. Alright, well, we will save here and call it there. And yes, we'll be back next Sunday for more Pokemon. We'll be back at our usual time of 1 to 4 p.m. And take care of this 8th gym leader, hopefully. So that shouldn't be too bad. And of course, I should also mention that tomorrow Monday night, I will be making up for me not streaming Radiant Historia and streaming that tomorrow night from 9 till midnight, same time as this stream. And then on Wednesday, from 9 till midnight, will be well, not actually, no, from 9 till 11 will be the remainder of the subathon, where I'm going to be playing Pac-Man World Repack for the first time, and go from there. Just to have some fun. I'll be in the Zero suit and doing other fun stuff. The bits will count to extend it some more. If we get to, I think, another 50 subs, if we reach 300 subs earned during that session, I think we'll have enough to get another sub emote. So, yeah, all good there. So, yeah, thank you all so much for being here. There's a lot of streams coming up. I think next Saturday might have to is EP Squad, so it might have to be Monday again for that. And Amy, I'm sorry for that. I'll try to help Amy make up her stream as soon as she can. Maybe Tuesday. I don't know. We'll figure it out. What works best for her. I'm sorry for hogging it all, but yeah, because I know she'd like to play more Xenoblade, and I know I want to too. But yeah, for now, that'll be it. Let's see if there's anybody we can raid, and then we'll call it a night. Let's see. We have Blueberry playing Resident Evil 4, Kenshin playing Final Fantasy 14, which I don't think I want to raid because in case he's farther than I am, and I want to get get spoiled or anything like that. Phenomon is playing Final Fantasy 7 Remake, and yeah. Any other suggestions, or what would you prefer to watch? RE4? Okay. You can do RE4, that's always a fun time. Raid over Bloob, and oh, Smash Man with 100 bits. Crap, I completely forgot about the stream, and now it's over. No worries. Well, we'll be back tomorrow for Radiant Historia, so just so you know, Smash Matt. Same time, 9 o'clock Eastern. As far as raid message, I don't even know. We'll just do Pokemon GT just for the fun of it. That's the only thing I can think of. Alright. You all have a great night. Take care. Thanks so much for joining me. And we'll see you hopefully tomorrow. Or next Sunday. Or Wednesday. There's a lot of times. We'll figure it out. Bye, everyone. Take care.